Here, I'm here. You know what I gotta do. Always gotta get my partner in crime. He's waiting. He said, "I hope he's ready." Got a great show planned. How was your Friday? Any wrestling fans in here? Any wrestling fans? How y'all doing? If you on Twitch, remember to you could comment. Uh, we are live on YouTube. We are live on the Facebook page. We are live on Twitter or X, you may call them. Yeah. I forgot one thing. I might as well talk about it right now before we even start the show. I just saw the Otani thing. So you explain this real quick before we get to the other lineup. He's out for a month.
No, he's playing. They said he's not close to pitching yet. It's going to be at least a month and change before he can pitch for the first time this year.
Oh, okay. I understand that now. Understand that now. All right, bro. All right, bro. We did NFC last week. We doing AFC side for the draft. You know that bad boy is next week. NBA playoffs starts tomorrow. We got two games for the play-in for the last spot, and some sports news, especially one that puzzled me that you hit me off first. We're gonna talk about that real quick. So without any further ado, let's start this countdown.
Draft day dreams, players rise and fall. Every underdog story, we're giving the call. Strategies and highlights, we'll break down it all. With Enforcer on the beat, we're having the ball. So grab your headphones, let's kick it right. Together we'll unravel the Friday night hype. With laughter and insights, we're taking flight. On the Self-Made Podcast, the future is bright. Talking football, all year that's our creed. With every episode, together we lead. Self-Made Podcast, planted like a seed. In the world of the game, we'll always succeed. Join us.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Uh, so we was just talking about the Otani. You had one more thing about Otani. Hunter. You said Hunter.
No, they were saying that Travis Hunter could be the next Otani, where he's playing both sides of the ball.
Oh, I mean, we haven't seen
No,
that in a while.
but do you know why we haven't seen it? Um, for the people that have played on teams, when you break up during practice, the offense goes with the offense, defense goes with the defense. In the NFL, it breaks down even further where the quarterbacks go with the quarterbacks, receivers go with the receivers, set and so on and so forth. For him to, it's impossible for him to do both because you would have to be in offensive and defensive meetings at the exact same time.
Mm.
And it's not physically possible for you to be in two places at once.
So his best choice is just be a pack. If you they say you on defense, you just got some packages on offense. You're not going to reach.
Now, Ryan Clark made a great point today that I didn't think about. If he plays corner, it'll be quicker and easier for him to become an all-pro. Because for you to become an all-pro in the NFL, you pretty much just got to have 5 interceptions. And you're considered an all-pro in the NFL. So he has a better chance of getting 5 interceptions than he does being a top wide receiver in the league when you already got so many superstar receivers out there.
Oh yeah.
And he's not being, if he does go top 3, he's not being drafted to a team with a great quarterback situation.
Yeah, just think about it. You get 5 interceptions. I think they made a new stat, pass defending,
And that should be easy to do.
right.
Because of the way he's a receiver, it should be easy for him to get 5 interceptions compared to having to go out. For you to become an all-pro receiver, you got to go out there and have like 12 to 1,500 yards, seven touchdowns, a bunch of catches. It's hard, way harder to do that than be on the defense. You know they're gonna try you because you're a rookie.
Yep.
You'll have way more chances to get an interception.
You're gonna be like Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs was a receiver, and then he know what to do as a defensive back. He got like what 10 interceptions. You know, he got burned most of the time. Nobody don't want to talk about that though. But he came all pro. So
Yeah.
I got you. So let's get this news out the way, which is gonna be probably some good deep conversation on. First things first. This man got fired.
I'll never understand it. Well,
I
think Buck's situation is different than like Malone's. Malone won a ring. He took his team. He won a ring 2 years ago. With Buck wasn't getting along with none of the stars on that team. Now, you remember he tried to talk to KD. KD ripped his arm away from him, told him, "Get the fuck off me."
Is he the same coach that took the Suns to the finals not that long ago too, where they got beat by Milwaukee?
I don't know.
But it's this one you had to see come. Like you had all those, like you said, you had potential. Like you had a big 3.
Yeah,
and y'all was like bottom the barrel. Like no, y'all didn't even contend for a playoff spot to get in the play-in. So, yeah, this don't surprise me. But the next question for not just for him is what's next for that big 3?
the breakup. First of all, they got to figure out a way to get Bill to accept the trade. They are horrible when he's on the field, on the court. When he's off the court, they're actually a better team. They got to figure out a way to get him to accept the trade because he has a no trade clause.
What happened to him, bro? Like he was is
Injuries.
it a situation or he's not the number 1 guy no more? What's
Injuries, and then a lot of these dudes, they be on bad teams, so they can just ball out and do whatever they want on a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you go and try to get them and put them with some players that are better than they are or at least equally talented, it's not the same. Like a lot of these dudes need the ball in their hand constantly for them to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to just be on a team with a bunch of bumps for him to look good. Because he's been trash ever since he got there.
Wait, bro, you just compared him to the ugly fat chick in the group full of people.
That's exactly what he is.
He's the chick with the car and the good credit card that's gonna pay for everything.
And as usual, the Knicks are doing what they do every year. Oh, we're gonna be all in on we're gonna try to get they want to try to get the Booker.
Really?
Yeah, they talking about trying to get Booker.
Let's say, is that a perfect fit? Booker on the Knicks?
Well, you put Booker. Well, what they talking about doing is trading Bridges for Booker and a bunch of picks. It will be brilliant for the Knicks. It won't be good for the Suns. Why would I give up my best player for your 3rd or 4th best player?
What about KD? What's the story though? We've been talking about KD for then and half the season.
And KD is out of there. I just don't know where he's going. They said the Knicks like him too. I just can't see where KD is going. The three moves they're talking about the Knicks really want to make this offseason is either trade for Giannis, which I don't know if Giannis wants to go anywhere, but they're saying that was the reason they traded for Karl Anthony Towns so they could send a young star over there, plus picks, plus maybe another player, like maybe Hart or even maybe OG or somebody like that. Send them over there with Towns and some picks for Giannis if Giannis wants to leave. For Giannis, it would make sense because you put in with Brunson and maybe OG or Bridges and some other pieces. They could do some damage in the East. But Giannis ain't gonna do nothing with that Bucks team. They have no draft capital. They have no money, no talent. Like they could make the playoffs every year just because you got Giannis. But y'all getting bounced.
That's sad, man. It's not like they again. I just said about the Suns. We're not that far apart. What? It's 2025, so we're talking about 4 years ago that they won the title.
Yeah, but you gotta think of Suns ain't win no title.
No, the Bucks.
Oh yeah, Bucks, sure. But you gotta think about it. These teams, when you win a title or when you go deep into the playoffs, you lose key pieces that helped you get there.
Right.
The Bucks at the time, Middleton was healthy. He was balling. Did they have Drew Holiday? They had Drew Holiday, right?
Yep.
He's on Boston now. So it's pretty much Giannis out there fending for himself. And Dame came, like I keep saying, Dame came over there, but Dame didn't want to come over there.
Right.
So I don't think he's giving it his all and his best because he never wanted to be there to begin with.
That's crazy.
And when you look what they got around him, Brook Lopez is old. It feel like he been in the league 50 years.
It looked like it too.
He's still serviceable in terms of maybe giving you 6 rebounds and 10 to 12 points, and he gonna put up a good 2 or 3 3-pointers a game. But he ain't the old Brook slashing to the rim, doing getting alley hoops and posting people up and all that. That ain't his game no more.
Oh man, it's gonna be a whole new. I don't know. I mean, what you just said about the Knicks trying to get Giannis and how they do it. This is the negative side about the business part of sports because you just got Anthony, you just got Cat.
Yeah, but
he have a good season.
You prefer Cat or Giannis?
No. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Cat have a good year. Cat have a good statistical league year.
A great year.
That's a good trading point of that trade.
Exactly, and that's what you want. You want to show them, look, you got a player that could give you 28 and 12 a night, and then y'all just build around this with the pieces we give you and the cap flexibility you're gonna have not having to pay Giannis.
Yeah. Well, we just got to wait and see.
I think it's gonna be a spicy off season.
It's always gonna get spicy.
And then Durant's such a bitch ass nigga. He might fuck around and go to Boston. You know what I mean? Go to a team that's ready made like he did with Golden State.
See now
do it by himself.
Now you bring up. I'm about to go to the next section, but now that you bring up, if he does that, all that shit they said about when he was in Golden State, like when his mama had to come defend him, out the window. No, that's twice.
He in his late 30s. He might as well be he might as well go for the rings.
Man, hell yeah.
Shit, nobody had a problem when Dion did it. Fuck it.
Dion, man. Dion's a whole different start. We can have a whole different conversation about when Dion did it.
Nobody cared when Dion did it. So
listen.
Why Durant can't do it?
When Dion did it, Dion was with the Atlanta Falcons who only made the playoffs once.
Dion was the most mercenary.
Yeah, right. And then you think he was a free agent and all those teams wanted him and he picked the right team.
If I was somebody like Durant, bro, I'd have did 1-year deals the rest of my career after I left Golden State and just went to the best team every time. Won a ring, decided if I wanted to stay with them and win another one or go somewhere else and win one. and just keep winning rings. I don't care what nobody think about me.
Can you imagine?
I'm leaving here with 8 rings, goddamn it. I don't give a damn what you think about me.
Can you imagine if he would have, like, 1 year, just 1 year? I know it's impossible. 1 year, him and LeBron was on the same team?
Bro, he could just walk around to different teams, win a ring, and leave. He ain't even got to stay. He don't got to.
Right.
I wouldn't care what nobody said about me. What you say? I'll do what Jerry did when he was at the Eagles Stadium and start putting his rings on and just put them on, and then he stuck the middle finger up at the fans. I do that every time somebody asks me why did I do it. First of all, you'll be the topic of conversation every season.
Every season.
They will talk about you from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, whether it's good or bad. You're going to be making money. Man, please.
Making money, counting rings.
I'd be talking greasy to everybody.
And still,
I got a ring.
Wait, and still be in the Hall of Fame conversation.
He definitely going to do that.
So there you go. We can talk positive about Kevin Durant. This one. This one right here. So you asked this, and you a Knicks fan, so you asked this question: can the Knicks actually compete with Tibbs as a head coach with his style? Describe his style, because
they will go to the playoffs every year, but I don't think they can win a ring with his style. His style is to play his best 6 to 7 players and run them into the ground. That's his style. I'm gonna play this best 6 to 7 players. I don't care who I got on my bench that can help me outside of my 2 best bench players. I'm gonna play these 7 players all year. Run them some more, and then hope it work out. Because he didn't even have the same. All right, so last year you had a team full of stamina. Like you had DiVincenzo, you had Hart going both ways, like all game. You had these dudes that could do it. Karl-Anthony Towns ain't that dude. Mitchell Robinson ain't that dude. Like they not the types that can run up and down like that. So he needs to adjust his style, and he also, all right, I think the Knicks would be way better right now if they adapted what the Cavaliers are doing with Mitchell. They taking the ball out of Mitchell's hands instead of having the ball just get stuck with him when he's on the floor, like the ball gets stuck with Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
They took the ball out of his hands. Now you got Garland averaging 15 to 18 points a game. You got Mobley averaging 18 points a game, a double-double. You got other people involved because you took the ball out of Mitchell's hands. So Mitchell took a step back from averaging 28 a game to averaging 22 a game, but now you're the number 1 seed in the league.
Right. He made a sacrifice.
He sacrificed his scoring and his stat line so the team could get better.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks need to do that because when Brunson got hurt, OG is averaging 28 points a game. Bridges is averaging 22 to 25 points a game. You still got a Karl-Anthony Towns averaging a double-double. You got guys, Grimes coming off the bench getting you 20 points some games, 18 points some games. But none of this happens when Brunson's on the floor and he just has the ball the whole time.
So yeah, it sounds like it's easy. It's easy that you see this. Why it's not easy for him to see this?
Yo, these dudes, they're stuck in their coaching philosophies. They don't adapt to what's going on with their team. They don't adapt to. It's pretty much like the NFL. A lot of the offensive coordinators come in with their system, and they want the whole team to fit their system, rather than come in and develop a system around the talent that you have and your strengths. They come in with their own system and they want everybody to fit their system. Look, we're gonna run this 2-3 defense, and that's it. But you got a team that's better at man than they are at zone.
Yeah, right.
You dig? So they don't adjust well. Tibbs has never adjusted well. He is what he is, and you're going to run his system. His system works to get you to the playoffs, to get you a bunch of regular season wins.
All right.
But your system, even his defensive philosophy, you don't have the same players you had last year for you to defend the way you want to defend, because Karl-Anthony Towns is cotton. He's soft. He's not going to bust a move. Like, I'm watching guards climb his chest in the paint. Bro, you 7 foot something. Like, these dudes is 6'2", climbing your chest. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then he's so like, hit him with an elbow. I'll take the tack. Somebody come in the middle like that and go crazy on you like they be doing, bro. Just drop him one time. You got to do something. But he's too small, and for some reason, we're one of the worst perimeter defensive teams this year. So if you're a team like Boston that can knock down open threes, and it's over for us. They play no perimeter defense.
Wow.
Which is insane, because you got Bridges and OG, who are two of the top 10 defenders in the league on the wing. They're two of the top defenders in the league on the wing. There's no way that's supposed to be happening.
So their defensive scheme is hope that they have an off night then, because if they can't stop the perimeter, motherfuckers will be fucking raining threes all damn day.
The last game we played Boston, bro, Porzingis had like 10 threes. We up by 3 with seconds to go. Who comes down court? Tatum, 3-pointer, knocks it down, ties the game, sends it to overtime. This is what I'm saying. Like, these dudes they don't play no perimeter defense. Like, if you shoot, they treat these dudes like they're a center trying to shoot a 3, and they just know he gonna miss, so they just let him shoot it.
Like it's Shaq shooting threes.
That's how they play. Like, that's why I'm not, like, I had way more confidence in them last year going deep into the playoffs until they got banged up and hurt late in the playoffs. But I had way more confidence in them last year than I do this year. This year they can beat the Pistons, but after the Pistons, it looked like they might get Boston. They out of here.
Yeah, pack them up. Talk about this now. According to Mel Kiper, which I don't really take Mel Kiper's words seriously, but my other guy, that's on ESPN, also said this, so it must be some truth to this. The Saints drafting Shedeur at number 9 in a recent mock draft. It could happen.
It can happen. Will it happen? I don't know. Now, it should happen. You need a quarterback. Shedeur is NFL ready. Shedeur is used to playing with a bad offensive line. Shedeur, and people might kick my back in for saying this, Shedeur is like a young Drew Brees. And I don't like comparing people to Hall of Fame quarterbacks, but Drew Brees is 6 feet on a good day. Couldn't really see over the line his whole career, but he made his career off of accuracy and getting the ball to a spot when the player is breaking out of his cut. He was precise with it. You dig? And that's what he built his career off of, and he had an amazing career doing that. That's exactly what Shedeur is. Shedeur isn't that I'm going to run a million times in a game just because he's a black quarterback. Does not mean he's a running quarterback. He's going to stay. But he can run, but he's.
I was about to say, but if he has
to take off, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not 4.3 speed. He's probably like a 4.5 40. But I call that a first down. Purdy.
That's what he's not gonna go 80 yards like a Terrell Pryor or a Slash back in the day, Cordell Stewart or something like that. I would have said, I'm not gonna say Vic or any of those guys, but he can get you that first down. Purdy's not a running
quarterback, but he could get you a first down.
He can get you a first down.
Shedeur do the same thing.
Right.
I think Shedeur just need to be in a system where it's a timing system, where They just getting the ball out accurately to the wide open play, or he's putting the ball in a position where only his guy can get it. And I think Shedeur will have a very, he'll have a great career.
Well, didn't the Saints just hire Kellen Moore as their coach?
Who loves to throw all game long.
He's gonna be in good hands. Another thing, I want to say this. Yeah, right.
Chris Olave is the receiver. I was trying to remember his name last week. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, we both got that. I want to say one thing because it's something that bothered me after last week's episode, and then we was just talking about this dude last week, Michael Parsons, and this motherfucker said the most craziest thing about his pro day, saying that he got to stop patting the ball.
But nobody. He's been patting the ball his whole career, and nobody gave a shit about it until his pro day.
But not even that. Like, bro, you're saying that like there's like none of the quarterbacks before the Tom Brady passed the ball, Aaron Rodgers passed the ball. I'm talking about people that
you got Hall of Famers that pass the ball, and you worried about Shedeur. Cam.
And the only they worried about it is because hell, let's talk about the drive.
Cam passed the ball all the time, but nobody.
All the time.
Why is it so important for them to mention everything negative about Shedeur?
Because his last
name
is
that's the thing. Deion is a national treasure for the NFL. Why is his son getting such flack just because he's Deion's son?
And you know you're wrong. And because we saw this in basketball with Bronny. We see this every time, especially in
I can't even say that's the same thing because Shedeur is actually talented. Bronny,
but I'm not talking about the talent. I'm not talking about talent, but this the name itself bring whatever hate you got for the father. Okay, they're not playing no more. Or in case of LeBron, you know his day is coming. Let's bring it towards the son, and it's kind of fucked up because everybody know Bronny was not. LeBron's they said he's not even ready for the pro. We know that already.
I think that's that's the big difference in that comparison though, because Bronny wasn't ready. Shedeur is. So them hating on Shedeur is dumb because, and especially in this particular draft, Shedeur is the best quarterback coming out of this draft. I like Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward a lot. I like his size. I like his arm strength. I like his mobility. Cam Ward is not Shedeur Sanders from the neck up. Cam Ward will throw a bunch of picks. Cam Ward is a gunslinger at times. Cam Ward can do a whole lot. And I was having a disagreement with a Miami fan this week about Cam Ward and Shedeur. Shedeur went out there with no O-line, no running game, one great receiver, two okay receivers. You can't even tell me who his tight end was. You can't tell me who his running back was. And he goes out there and throws for 300 and change almost every game. You know he's throwing the ball on defense. You know he's about to throw it. You know that's what's coming, and you couldn't stop him. He had 74% completion percentage.
And that's another thing people bring up, that his completions. Oh, that was just on check down. Again, like you said, from the neck up. He's not going to throw it.
He's out there. He's poised in the pocket. Like, bro, he took a beating against Oregon. Kept getting back up. Like,
and that's what NFL teams need to look at. Not just the arm. This dude got up. He was getting his ass handed to him. Not even that. I'm not even talking about the Kansas game. The Kansas game that was in Arrowhead. That everybody said that cost them the Big 12 championship. But still, that game he was getting pressured all game, knocked out all game.
There was at least 5 to 6 games this season where they were double-digit underdogs and they won by double digits. At least 5 to 6. And you can't tell me that they got a star-studded cast around him that had, like, this is what I was explaining to dude about the difference between him and Cam Ward. Cam Ward had a star tight end that's going in the second round. He had a receiver that's going in the second or third round in Restrepo. He had a running back in Martinez. He had an offensive line. He had everything that Shedeur did not. Shedeur still, and then I explained to him also, if you put Cam Ward on the team Shedeur just played with, Cam Ward would not have won the game Shedeur won. I don't care how you look at it. They would not have had the same season. But if you put Shedeur on Cam's team, Shedeur would have took them to the playoffs.
Hell, at least won the bowl game. Because let's not forget, like everybody knocked Shedeur for his bowls. This dude gave up on his team. I'm talking about Cam. At halftime, he broke a record
and sat out.
And sat out the rest of the game. So it's gonna be very interesting next week, the draft next week. So keep an eye out. We're gonna go to the next one. This situation. So for all those that was fucking mad about the NL, I know y'all probably cheesing right now. Y'all knew this was gonna happen.
This is exactly what they was talking about was gonna happen.
What y'all thought was gonna happen, giving 18, 19-year-olds this type of money, and think they was gonna have, like, as Cam Newton said, I ain't gonna take credit. Cam Newton said, this is not generational money for these dudes. They gonna spend that shit. They gonna spend it. And then what I'm confused what this dude was doing, because not only he won a new contract, he asked for $4 million.
I'm trying to understand, why does he think he's that nice?
Because let's see, y'all got 2 upset wins this past season, and that makes you no, sir. In the SEC, we talking about, they went to playoffs? Yeah, they went to playoffs. They went to playoffs. But in the SEC is either win the damn SEC championship or a national championship. They don't do making the playoff appearance. That's the pros. Pros worry about that shit. In college, and especially in Southern East Conference, win that conference, national championship. And Tennessee haven't done that shit since, goddamn, I probably was in high school. Since Peyton left. Let's keep it real. Since Peyton left. So he think he's hot shit. Don't get me wrong, his stats look good. They look good. But not enough where you gonna hold out on the school.
And that
not sure.
And now you cut and looking for a new team. They saying USC might pick him up.
I forgot what team he was about to go to, and they said no.
North Carolina is going to Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick said he don't want him.
No.
Because these teams, the teams want a player that loves football more than the money, because once it's just about money and you don't care about the team anymore, now you're going to start doing silly shit like what he just did.
That's wild.
If you think about it, bro, you're going to get endorsement money if you play good. So you worrying about the wrong things. But you don't know what these dudes, you don't know what their life is like outside of football. You dig? So he might need that money. He might have some gambling debts or some shit.
I was just about to say, we don't know the personal side of this. Like, we don't know if there's something going on at his home, like you said, gambling debts, or probably debt, like motherfuckers probably overspend his
father
shit.
Might have got fired, but what was Tennessee paying him? $2 million? I think paying him $2 million. Young man, you wasn't getting $2 million at no other time in your life. Well, I don't know. You could have been a hustler or something. You could have been on the block. Let me not say that. But
again, we don't know your personal life, but as an 18, 19-year-old getting $2 million legally?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, if you get the $4 million, more power to you. Now you got a big target on your back, and you better go out there and perform. I mean, because now the players is going to be trying to take your head off.
Especially once the report find out what school you're going to, that means they know you got the asking price or somewhere close to the asking price. You already got a target on your fucking back because you're a quarterback.
He's not even a top 5 quarterback. Like this year, you got homeboy from Clemson. You got my young boy. You got the Manning Jr. You got
Yeah.
it's so many other quarterbacks that are nice and proven that you're gonna be compared to now because you want that type of money.
The only thing I can see you is to shut people up. You gotta do what, and I love saying this name because his boys. I gotta worry about him twice a year. Jaden Daniels did. Again, we're not down you. You might surprise us, as right now today.
I'm just thinking about the teams that he's eligible to go to. Like right now, he can't go. He was in the SEC. He can't transfer to another SEC team. Yeah, it's against the rules. When you hit when this happens, you can't transfer to another school in that conference. So you got to go outside the conference now.
So the only way he could do that, you gotta do what Cam Newton did. Because Cam Newton's the only person I know that actually did it. You gotta go to JUCO.
They ain't doing that.
Exactly. Because you go to JUCO, you're losing that money. That's one. You're losing that money. And then by the time when you do come back to JUCO, you might get less than what you already got.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the 4, I mean, it was a good move. You did needed to do to get paid. You got paid. Cool. But
good hustle. Never knock your hustle.
I just hope whatever team you go to, you got to play Tennessee just one time.
and at Tennessee.
Because I watch them pee off on you.
Woo! So the next thing, I'm going to have to put this on here. I want you to look at this first. And then I want your reaction. So I know you're a Met fan. My wife right here, she's a Met fan. I want you to look at this first. Hold on, let me find it. And then give me what you gotta see this shit for yourself, man. Oh, you know it's about Soto.
I was shocked when he even said that. Silly.
No, it's not even what he said. Oh no. Oh gracious, no. It's not about what he said. It's about what a most famous radio station by WFAN. And this guy crashed out every time.
Crashed out about him.
Oh my God. I just gotta wait till this shit download a little bit. But he went off, and I want you to listen to what he said though, and then give me your your input, because I agree with what he's kind of said, but at the same time, it's only April 18th. April 18th. Do you know that baseball is all the way to
April? I'm happy that we're playing well right now. We're not even fully healthy. Like, we got 2 starting pitchers that haven't even pitched this season that's coming from injury. Like, I'm happy that we're playing well, but this is the beginning of the season.
Juan Soto has stunk to start his Mets career. I never thought I would be at this point with Juan Soto, a guy who I begged and pleaded the Mets to go get, a guy who I wanted more than any player ever in my fandom. I wanted Juan Soto. The Mets delivered, and every single time this guy has come up in a big spot this year, and there have been plenty, he has failed. And yesterday, a despicable 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts, leaving a small village on the base pass as the Mets lose a series. You don't pay $765 million to a guy who gets on base 40% of the time. Bullcrap. Every single time he's come up in a big spot, he has failed this year. He did not do that with the Yankees. I don't want to hear the excuses from Soto. I don't want to hear people tell me that the walks are good. I want to start seeing some production.
So we just go off that, and then Soto talking about he missed Aaron Judge, which I don't remember him saying that, but
he said April. The pitchers pitch to him differently now that Aaron Judge isn't following him.
But this is. It's only April.
Bro, it's not even the end of April. We're in the middle of April. The season started not even a full 3 weeks. What is wrong with this guy?
my God. And the thing is, he has slumped before people. He slumped in Washington.
But it's not even, bro, it's 18 days into the season. We haven't even played every day in those 18 days. I wouldn't even consider it a slump. I could see if he don't have no home runs, he don't have no RBIs, like he just out there to be out there. He's not horrible. He's just not hitting on the pace that this dickhead would like him to hit on. Like, bro, just chill out and let the. First of all, the Mets are historically a slow starting team.
Lord have mercy. Someone say it again.
Starts slow every year. Pete, for some reason, did not start slow this year. Pete trying to show y'all what he's worth, so he's out there. He's probably the best hitter we got right now. Santos just hit his first home run yesterday.
I got to pause what I'm about to say because my boy Brett, he's a big Met fan. He always say Big Meat, and I always tell him pause. But I think that's what they call him, Big Meat Pete. But pause, definitely extra pause, strong pause. But still, like you said, this dude playing great. So I didn't get the video. The next video was he said, "Oh, everybody coming at him because they saying he overreacted." You are overreacted, first of all. But he's saying this. Yes, right now we are within 20. I guess over 25 games right now, and there are some people that's playing hot right now. We got, like you just said, Pete playing hot, Ben Rice from the Yankees playing hot, Golson playing hot. But he's saying, he's saying this guy, none of them getting paid down there $800 million, down there $900 because the extra guarantee he get for certain numbers. He's not playing. I'm like, dude, again, you're still saying the same thing, but. This season isn't young. The Yankees could have a first place right now. We could be dead last by time October. You don't know what's going to happen.
The season, the contract is young. The contract is what, 10 or 12 years? Like, bro, we 15 days into the contract. Chill out, bro. Just take your time and let it work. First of all, we're not even having fun yet. Like last year, he was in the bullpen dancing and holding up the OMG sign and all. We're not even having fun yet. Bro. Just chill out.
Let me tell y'all something. And especially, I'm a Yankee fan. He's a Met fan. When it's going to start getting fun, it's going to be around June, July. It's going to start getting fun. And that's when you go hear the mega horn. When my man come out, it's going to get fun in New York. You cannot judge no team, not fuck this New York. You cannot judge no team in the first month because you don't know what the fuck you gonna have by the time our start comes. You don't even know what the fuck you got now. You can sell.
You can lose a player for the rest of the season. You can trade for a superstar at the All-Star break. Like, bro, just
you don't know shit. And the thing is, right now, only people that's gonna start celebrating those teams that's not used to being in certain spots. That's the only people that celebrate early. Teams like Yankees, Mets, even Boston, they're not going to celebrate. Now they're like, all right, let's see what we got. We're looking good.
I'm talking greasy to all Braves fans right now because they like 5-12. But I'm only doing it because I know they're going to turn it around.
You should talk. They
falling down, but I know they're gonna turn it around. They're gonna get Acuna back soon, and in a little while, they bats is gonna wake up eventually. They pitching might get a little better. Like I understand, but it's so early in the season. How do you have that? How is it a failure and we're winning? He sounds like AJ Brown. Like you in first place. How are you?
I don't know if it's a personal thing, and he's a Met fan. That's the first
place.
How you a failure? Like you just said, first place. You worry about one guy because of his contract, but the team is doing
in the entire Major League Baseball. We're in the top 4 or 5 teams in baseball. Period. How are we a failure? You gotta chill out, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta take your medicine before you get on the air.
Medicine, smoke a blunt, bro. I tell you, it'll cool you down a little bit. All right, we're done with sport news. We're going to the NBA. So Let's start with this one. The play-in started. The play-in started, and the Hawks got their ass whooped.
I think the Magic are gonna give. Are they playing Boston or the Cavs?
I think they're playing. I think they're playing Boston. I
don't think it's gonna be a sweep.
If Orlando,
because remember last year they played Boston in the first round, and it was back and forth. It was not no easy out.
Yeah, you think it's
I
gonna be a
don't
sweep
think it's gonna be a sweep.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. I'm about to say, I thought you said it's gonna be a sweep. Like, I don't
think it's gonna be a sweep. I think the Magic gonna give them some. They're gonna make them earn it.
So, I got a question. Did the Grizzlies give this game away, or
nah.
Or did playoff Butler?
We was talking about this last week. You got different players in the regular season than you do in the postseason. You ain't see Jimmy drop 38 all year.
Playoff Jimmy activated, and I think not only that, Seth. I think Seth got 36,
30-something too. He wasn't playing.
They was in it. First of all, I was kind of mad because they was out to play in, and then they got right back in the play.
That to themselves, losing that last game.
Well, they're in there, and they I think they're facing Houston.
Yeah. Houston is a horrible matchup for them because Houston, all they do is play defense. The last time Houston played them, they held Steph to like two shots.
As of right, well, we got more games, but for those victories, they are the number 17. They are going to face Houston, Orlando.
I ain't Boston. Gonna lie to you. My favorite matchup in the West coming out of this joint is gonna be the Nuggets and Clippers. That's healthy Kawhi. Kawhi is actually healthy for the first time in his career since he won that ring with the Raptors. Kawhi has been balling since he's been healthy.
So wait. We got a healthy Kawhi
Harden
with Harden,
but that's the problem. Harden disappeared in the playoffs.
Well, he needs to be a point guard and just dish out.
You got Norman Powell. You got Zubac playing the best he's ever played. It ain't gonna be that easy because you're not gonna be able to stop the Joker. Let's just fix facts on that. Yeah. You can't stop Joker, but you got what's his sidekick? Murray is coming off an injury. He's a little banged up, so you're not gonna get 100% Murray. Porter, you got to hope Porter and Gordon go off. I really like the kid Braun balls. It's gonna be some shit.
Speaking of some shit,
yeah, they was smoking the Bulls.
So the Heat is
the Bulls get knocked out. They keep getting knocked out in the play-in.
Playing
for Bulls. But I mean, if you really look at it, you got Bam who's gonna ball out. You got Hero balled out. This was surprising. I didn't see.
Anthony Davis looked somewhat like Anthony Davis. I'm not gonna say all the way, but he was like, I'm not going home.
I think they're gonna get smoked in the real playoffs, though.
Well, let's see who they face. Let's see after these two play. Then the Mavs and the Grizzlies. The winner of that is the official 8th seed, and they going against OKC. Yeah, they gonna get swept. They gonna get swept. The Heat against the Hawks. When these two will be the official 8th seed, they facing Cleveland.
I think the Heat gonna put some to the Hawks.
Yeah, but all right, if they do, can Can he win one game against the Cleveland
The
Cavaliers?
Bulls can. I can't see the Hawks winning any of them.
Not the Hawks. I mean,
the
Heat.
Cavs. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I think the Cavs can sweep the next 2 series. I think the Cavs can sweep the Hawks or the Heat. I think the Cavs can sweep the Pacers or the Bucks. I think they can sweep both of them.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. So this is it tonight, 7:00 p.m. Heat, Hawks, TNT, Mavs, Grizzlies at 9:30. The winner goes in as the 8th seed, as we just saw. And this is your official playoff.
Go down, baby.
And it's official. After tonight, it's official.
The real
and we got the first round. So no. This is your idea. So right here, we got the first round. We're not gonna worry about the A seed. Let's go to the West. You say you're already excited for the Nuggets against the Clips. But who's coming out this series to the next round?
I'm taking the Clippers. I'm taking the Clippers. I think it's a good matchup.
They I know they should I ask this stupid question. It's 7 games.
Yeah, all series is
all 7 games. Okay, so no, I'm going Nuggets. It's gonna be a tough one though. It's not gonna be no easy road.
None of the East is gonna be easy. I mean, none of the West is gonna be easy. Every one of the West is a real playoff game. It ain't no bullshit like the Cavs versus the Falcons versus the Hawks. Like it ain't none of that in the West. Every game in the West is a real game.
Including OKC where
every game in the West is a real game.
All right, we go there. Lakers and Timberwolves. This will be fun.
Nah, I'm taking the Lakers all day just because you saw what Luka did to them dudes when he was on Dallas, and in my opinion, he has a better cast around him now than he did in Dallas because you got Reeves that can drop 20. You got Ron that can do what he normally do. Yeah, I mean, as long as his groin ain't hurting.
Shout out to Reeves standout season for him this year.
Luka got there. So you got a big 3 over there. Who's the big 3 for the Timberwolves? You got Edwards, you got Gobert who can't score, he could just grab rebounds. And then you got Randall, who he ain't really did much since he been over there.
The last game I saw, I think it was the Lakers against Timberwolves, and they really got to Ant. Like Ant was crashing out.
But Ant put up the last game when the Timberwolves played the Grizzlies. Ant dropped 44 and lost. Ant can't do it by itself. Ant will do everything he can. Ant will go out there and ball and have an amazing game, and they still lose.
Which cannot happen in the playoffs.
He'll give them an amazing game, and they still lose.
So I think we asked this one episode: does this really show the important part of Carl Anthony when he was there? Now he's not. He
was the number 2. He was the sidekick. He was the second scorer that they need. Like, they don't have that right now. You can't trust Julius Randle. Julius Randle should be over there balling because Edwards is going to get all the attention. But he's there disappearing. Like, he might get you 16. Some nights he don't even get 10. Like, I'll be trying to bet on this dude. And then some nights he don't even get you 10. You the number 2 scorer on the team, bro. You can't do that.
You need to remember who the hell he is. Rockets, Golden State.
Man. I'm going to take Golden State because the Rockets are such a young team. They haven't been there before. They haven't had that type of pressure on them. And honestly, I think they super overachieved this year. But the last time they played Golden State, they blew them out. They blew Golden State out the last time they played them.
Is this the one where Seth only had 2 points? Or?
They have the defense. They have a really good defense to go against Golden State. I just don't think they have enough. They got a very good young center can get you 20. You got Green that can get you 20 a game, but outside of that, who you looking? Who's gonna do the scoring for you? Dylan Brooks? Like, yeah,
hell no.
I'm saying, like, they don't have the scorers. Yeah, Steph had a bad night that night, but you can't expect that to happen often.
Exactly. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm looking forward to this match just because you got Brooks and Green on the same court. It might be some violence on this damn series.
Steph was talking shit back and forth with the head coach. So it's really gonna be an interesting thing. You don't really see Steph get into it like that.
Oh,
going back.
Usually he let his damn game start
him
talking.
And the head coach been talking greasy to each other. So, but that's what basketball has been missing. They missed it. It misses those rivalries where teams really don't like. It misses that Steelers versus Ravens where they just really don't like each other and want to go out there and pound each other out, like knock each other off the court.
I swear, I know it's like we are saying what we said last week because this is how we grew up. I'm sorry, I grew up Bulls Knicks. That's must see TV head to head. Xavier and Michael Jordan head to head talking shit. I grew up with Knicks versus Heat.
And Patrick Ewing, Boston and New York, Boston and.
Come on, man. Isaiah against Boston.
They inherited beef like Bloods and Crips, bro. Like they grew up hating each other since the 60s, and when you see each other, it's on sight. Like,
right, like you could talk all nice, but when that game comes, y'all don't like each other. So you see them on the court, and they'll even talk nice until they retire.
They doing podcasts together. Come on. Man, I need that animosity, that Chris Childs punching Kobe in the jaw type shit, man. I need that. That makes.
All right, he did get chin check.
That for me to like, I don't even watch basketball as much as I used to because there's no rivalries like it used to. Everybody just go out there and shoot a million threes. Ain't nobody getting chin checked in the paint. Ain't nobody getting that hard foul. You hard foul somebody now, they trying to eject you for 2 or 3 games.
And you know what? If you say that, and I watched Gil Arenas, like his podcast and stuff.
Yeah,
those boys. Yeah. And he said some shit one time. I think even I got pissed off, but I'm glad that Kenyon Martin was there. He's like, are you serious, bro? Like, dude. They're like, he's like, oh, the 80s, 70s, 80s, they didn't play basketball. They were trying to fight every game. No, if a power forward on defense, which King Martin was, and you try to drive that lane, I'm the enforcer of the team. It's not gonna be no easy dunk. You come in here, you must sign a waiver and a disclaimer if you want to come and dunk in here. That's how it is. Nobody want to be in no highlight. Nobody want to be no poster.
You dunked on somebody back then, man. Listen. You earn that dunk. After you do it, you're going to feel it in the locker room because you got hit in the ribs, you got hit in the balls, you got hit somewhere dunking on somebody else.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. But today's game, y'all just want to shoot 3-pointers to the point that centers and power forwards are shooting 3 points. They want to run the
score up, put up 200 points. Everybody get 200 a game. Like, it ain't. But I don't even care if you do that. I need that rivalry. No more rivalries where I really just don't like you and I want to blow you out. I want to make sure you don't win a game this whole series. Like, you don't have that rivalry. The only team, I'm not going to say the only team, but the Knicks and Pacers, I think, have that rivalry right now. And then
I'll get back.
The Knicks and Sixers don't really like each other. Like they be talking shit. Embiid with his broken leg, so he always talking shit. Oh, yeah, couldn't have did that. They wouldn't have did that. I'll guarantee we're gonna win in 7. Like I like that type of shit. You know.
I mean, it's especially how it is today, where you don't need the media. When you just type that shit on your Twitter and y'all they talk shit now, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like to be honest with you, the last time I felt a rivalry that got heated was, dare I say, the Warriors against the Cavs, because that was the finals almost 4 or 5 years in a row.
That's the only one because they was,
and it was heated. Like it was. I mean, like LeBron had to. It's bad when LeBron had to step his game up and he had to talk shit. You know what I mean? LeBron, you had to wake up LeBron.
But look at these. Look like right now. Look at these playoff games in front of us. OKC don't care about neither one of them. The Clippers and Nuggets have no issues. Lakers, the only thing with the Lakers and the Timberwolves is the fact that Ant Edwards is gonna talk shit with Luka.
Yes.
Him and Luka gonna go back and forth. And Ant Edwards, I love him for the league because KD is his favorite player, and he was talking greasy to him and going at him every play. So
he still talks shit. They said, who's the best player in the league? He said, I am. No one can fuck with me. I mean, he said, just like I just said it, no one can fuck with me. And the dude from OKC, he said, how you feel about that? Like, I wouldn't have it no other way for him to say that. But I feel I'm the best. So it's coming back slowly. Like, motherfuckers, like, listen, that's what you need. You need motherfuckers that I'm the best. He ain't shit. Don't over here try to kiss his ass and say, well, he's the greatest. Draymond Green, I'm calling you out for it. Oh, he's the best. You got to face this dude. Take his ass out. I mean, shit, you already like embarrassed him 3 finals. Like, goddamn, don't have to kiss his ass no more.
None of these teams I'm looking at make me think for a second.
I think Houston, Golden State will get heated.
I think it will because Houston is okay. Golden State outside of Curry is a horrible free throw shooting team. Outside of Steph Curry, they're a horrible free throw shooting team. Houston is extremely physical and will send you to the line. So that's why it's a really bad matchup for Golden State in terms of the way Houston plays defense. Because Houston's going to put you on your ass and send you to the line. You got to make them free throws. Golden State's one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the league outside of Steph. So it's a weird matchup in certain aspects.
Well, let's go to the East. I know me and you are kind of mad about this because I swear I wanted the Knicks to face Pacers, but the only way that's gonna happen, if they both make the conference finals, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Each other because the Pacers can't beat the Cavs and the Knicks can't beat the Celtics.
Jeez, only a miracle can happen, but they gotta get past the Bucks.
It's the inevitable collision course between the Cavs and the Celtics. The only thing that could stop them is catastrophic injury to Tatum or to Mitchell.
Ooh,
and
it's an injury.
But hold on for 1 second. Explain this to me. The Knicks owned the Cavs last year, and the Cavs had the same team they have now. The Knicks owned them. We played them in the playoffs either last year or year before and smoked them. Like, they have the same team. What coaching makes a difference. They got a new coach, the Cavs, and they've been better ever since. But the Knicks was smoking these dudes.
It's coaching and motivation.
They was smoking these dudes.
I'm going. It's coaching and motivation because what we just talked about old school. One thing for sure, if someone bust your ass, you gonna remember that shit for the whole off season. Your practices is gonna remind you of that ass whooping you took last year. Every time you see these motherfuckers, like you said earlier, you want to destroy them. Fuck win a game. You want to embarrass them. Like, oh, this is not gonna happen again. So that the Cavs use that to be number one, but the Knicks, had they ups and downs, injuries, and stuff like that. Well, at least they had the number 3 spot, but they win that. They're facing Boston. Unless Orlando comes with an upset of the century, but I don't see it. They're gonna give them a fight, but they're not winning that series. Hell, I say I don't mean to sound like Shannon Sharp with this, but I game going to 5. It's going to 5. But like I said, I see the Pacers going past the Bucks. That might go 7. That might go 7. I don't know. What you think? Oh no. What's my Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi. Oh no, it's not the Wi-Fi. It's him. Okay. So I'm by myself right now. Okay. But we'll go to the playoffs. I say the Knicks, Pacers. I already said the Knicks go win that.
Yeah,
I say Boston is going to win that. I can hear you.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah. Word. I thought it was me because my Wi-Fi like the fucking go in the middle of the shit. But where was that? I said the Pacers, but I think that might go 7. I said the Knicks. And I also said Boston's gonna have a good fight. So I don't really care about the Cavs first Heat or the Hawks. That might be the only sweep of the playoffs.
If the Knicks stop Cunningham, they could sweep the Pistons. If you stop Cunningham, sweep the Pistons. Let's keep it funky. The Pistons don't really have nobody that you got to worry about. The Knicks can sweep the Pistons if they stop Cunningham. Put OG. You make OG and Bridges keep switching on Cunningham and D up Cunningham. The Pistons going home in 4.
Well, welcome to the playoffs, but you gotta go home. You gotta go home.
They're not overachieved this year.
I mean, either overachieved or again, no one took them serious. And which most of the season, I think that's the answer the Pistons had. Like no one was taking them serious and thought it was an easy ride. Even when they was like then in the playoffs, like the run they had, it was one time they was the 4th seed. And one was like, this run got to end sooner. It kind of looked like it was going to, but they said they survived the 6th seed. So without a play-in, good season for them. Not it's
I think they should have got Coach of the Year for the East.
They didn't do awards yet, did they?
No.
Oh, okay. So like I said, we're gonna get ready for the playoffs. Once the play-in is over tonight, we'll find out everything. The playoffs begin tomorrow. But we're going to the sport that we love. This is the football, the NFL. I have not watched the UFL, not yet. I will when I do.
Michigan is number 2. That's all that matters.
Cool. So last week we did the NFC. We gotta do the AFC. And the first division we're gonna start with, of course, is where the AFC champions lie. The West. So speaking of the AFC champions, I gotta say it like that. Let's start with the Chiefs. What the Chiefs need.
Now, where do they go? Everybody keeps saying the Chiefs want to move up. They got to go offensive line. You just traded your best offensive lineman. You brought in this guy Moore from the 49ers. He was a backup. You can't be bringing him over there to be your starter at left tackle.
If y'all need to know what the hell you need to draft at, look at that Super Bowl. The Eagles was in y'all backfield damn near the whole game. So, yeah, linemen will work.
O-line and receiver. Their defense is solid. Probably could use another corner, but defense is solid. They lost their safety in free agency. Reed went to the Saints. But you got to get an O-line. They get an O-line, they could be dangerous, but you need an O-line.
And receiver. We got a feeling that
they're going to need another tight end soon. So I would probably draft Travis Kelce's replacement this year.
Dude from Penn State?
Nah, he ain't gonna be there when they draft.
So that means dude from Miami then.
Either Miami or Michigan. If he's there,
from Michigan, yeah.
I don't know if I think Loveland gonna go in the top 16. I think, and it's crazy because Loveland is actually more pro ready than Warren.
Yeah,
Warren, a freak athlete, and they're thinking, they want him to bust a move, but Warren ain't as good as Loveland. Warren just got moved around a lot and put in different positions. I think Warren is a better athlete, but Loveland is a better tight end.
Like you just said, he's pro ready. With the one thing about Michigan, we do pro sets.
He a blocker. He's a monster blocker. He got his hands is crazy. He gets over. Yeah, sneaky speed. He's ready.
And he was one of those that surprised you. Like you didn't see all his in college because of what was the playbook. But he could be one of those.
We ain't have no quarterback. Well, we ain't no quarterback this year. But when JJ
games like that,
Loveland was the top tight end when JJ was there last year. Loveland was balling, so you got to see what he could do he was like our number one option as a receiver.
But that's what I'm looking at like tight ends that became like outstanding in the NFL that you didn't see all their skill set in college. Like you just said, we saw when JJ was there. We didn't have a quarterback last year.
We didn't even know who Kittle was until he came to the NFL. Now he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Kittle, and
like you're the people, the talent evaluators that figured these certain people out are crazy. But you know what's crazy about tight ends? If you really pay attention, none of the tight ends that go in the first round ever pan out. It's the ones that go later on that always do the numbers and ball out.
That's fucked up when you say that. And the first name I think of is Kyle Brady.
Yeah.
From Penn State, went to the Jets, and that shit didn't pan out at all.
About the last few tight ends that went in the first round. McBride is Bowers is an exception.
I would say Pitts.
Bowers is an exception. Pitts went in the first round. He hasn't done nothing for Atlanta. Noah Fant went in the first round, did nothing. Like if you go down the list of first round tight ends, most of them have done nothing.
Ingram.
Most of them have done nothing. But if you look at the ones that went outside of the first round, McBride, Kittle, Kelsey, you got Hall of Famers across the board.
Man, as a Giant fan, I think of Jeremy Shockley. Balling. Wow, there's another one from Miami. What's his name? Son Wilson. Winslow. He was all right for a while since his injuries hit him. But all right, Kansas City, what the Broncos need then? Another chance to playoffs.
Get a running back, or they have to go pass rusher. Me personally, they got to go running back because you got a quarterback that's ascending. You got a bunch of young receivers, plus you got Cortland Sutton, who's really your number one receiver. You got 3 or 4 young receivers that looked good last year and can play. Mm-hmm. They another team that needed a stud tight end, but I don't see them drafting one in the first round. But if they get a stud running back, that might take that offense to another level. Or they need to get a pass rusher because you got Pat Surtain at corner. You just picked up Hufanga from the Niners. You picked up Greenlaw from the Niners. So you got a superstar linebacker. You got a stud safety. As long as they can stay healthy, so that defense is going to be crazy. And then you're going up against Patrick Mahomes. You're going against Herbert. So you need a stud pass rusher. But if you get a stud running back that's out there, a workhorse, that offense going to hit different.
And speaking of that receiver, y'all got to remember, Steve Smith lit a fire in his ass because he said he was a bust.
He went to the Browns. You talking about
Oh yeah. I'm thinking about that Monday night game. He showed out though. He did show out. But yeah. I mean the defense, the defensive backfield, the defensive backs, and he just improved their safety slot. So they get a pass rusher. They probably a pass rush make man to man
early though. Me personally, I think it's maybe 5 elite pass rushes in this draft. And then after that, you got a handful of good pass rushes. Then you got a handful of pass rushes that can be good in the right system and the right coaching. In my personal opinion, from what I've seen, like Jalen, the Walker kid's going to be a problem. Mike Green, Michael Williams. Like you have a handful of can't miss pass rushes in the first round. Then the second round, they start to drop off. Third round, start to drop off in terms of the talent pool. But I'm hoping the Niners go pass rusher with number 11. That way we know we got a stud up there at pass rusher.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I think Broncos go running back in the first round. If they get a guy like Hampton out of North Carolina, I think they go running back. But if they can't get a stud like that, everybody else is kind of like jumbled up in terms of talent pool with the next tier of running backs. Unless they take one of the boys from Ohio State, that's something different.
Shit.
Got Henderson and you got Henderson and Judkins. I take Henderson; he's a better receiver. But you got Henderson and Judkins too. You got Scatterbull. Like it's a super deep running back class. There's certain positions I wouldn't even draft until I hit the third or fourth round. Running back, tight end, like certain positions I'll be cool on until I get to the third round. Like I'm trying to get a wide receiver early because it's only maybe 4 of them that's a difference maker in this coming out. 4 or 5 that are difference makers. I'm going cornerback in my first 2 rounds because you got a handful of monsters at corner and then it drops off. You know, safety, you got maybe 2 superstar safeties coming out. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to try to take these players in the first 2 rounds if you can because after that, it's hit or miss. But if it's certain guys in them first 2 rounds, you can't miss if you try.
So what does the Raiders need? Because I think the Raiders going after do running back from Boise State.
The Raiders need a life.
They need a lifeline?
Need a life because first of all, there's no way on earth I was giving Geno Smith a 3-year extension. That's a team that I thought for sure would have been trying to draft Shedeur Sanders. That's the team before they traded for Geno and signed Pete Carroll and all that. I thought for sure that was a team that would have went Shedeur. But I gotta remind you of something. Pete Carroll was in Seattle, and most people don't remember this. When Pete Carroll was in Seattle, they signed a certain quarterback that was a backup on the Packers to a really big contract.
Yeah.
And turned around, drafted Russell Wilson, benched the guy that they paid the money to, started Russell Wilson, and won a Super Bowl. So I'm not going to say that they're not going to take a quarterback at some point in this draft to come in there and give Geno some competition. But it's happened before with this coach. So
you're saying history might repeat itself.
It's possible. But yeah, they're talking about getting Gentry at running back because remember, every time Pete Carroll was successful, he had a superstar running back. He had Reggie Bush in college with USC. He had Marshawn Lynch with Seattle. So every time he's been successful, he's had a great run game. So they're saying that he's going to take Gentry. My problem with him taking Gentry over whoever the top offensive lineman is, Gentry can't run if you don't block. He's great, but he's not Barry Sanders who could no receivers, no offensive line, no quarterback, and just go out there and do what he want to do. He ain't that.
No, he's definitely not. I mean, let's see, Geno. They got Geno. I think they get one of the receivers too from Seattle.
No, they still got the kid Myers, Jacoby Myers.
They got Jacoby Myers. So,
but they got Bowers. You got Bowers, so that's really your number receiver.
Right. So,
but if you look at it, look at the three defenses they're going against. You're gonna need an O-line. You're going against the Broncos defense, Kansas City defense, and the Chargers defense. They all get penetration.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you on that one. That's definitely they need. I mean, I hate to say it, but like you just said, they need a whole damn team.
They need a lot. They need a whole lot. Their offensive line isn't horrible. They just need more pieces on it. Their defensive line needs pieces. You got an amazing pass rusher. And I think they bought Kuntz back, so they're not that bad on the D line. Linebacker, you let your best linebacker go to Atlanta. Secondary, I don't even know who's in their secondary. You just cut your best corner, in my opinion, in Jones. Like Jones he balled out for y'all, and y'all cut him.
I don't know. I don't know. I know the secondary. I don't even know the linebackers.
I think they gotta go. Because you had what's my boy? I really liked him. He came over from the Steelers. Damn it. Can't think of his name, but he balled for them. You had him, and you had the other guy. Was it Adabo, whatever his name is? He went to the. He was nice. I liked him a lot, and he went over to the Falcons. So you lost pieces on defense. You lost pieces on offense. You don't have a number one receiver. Like where do you go at? You got a quarterback that you like, but he's not a stud. And then you definitely have the worst quarterback in your division.
Wow.
Like, which way do you go? And I don't know. You picked I think they might have 10 picks though.
Ooh. I mean, they don't need all of them.
And they picking high in the draft, so they could fix a couple of things, but I just can't see them going running back that early in a deep running back class.
It's kind of crazy. You think about it, there's a time where running backs was a first round guarantee, but now it's the second round. If you be lucky, we see 2 or 3 running backs get called in the first round.
You could get a starter in the 7th round now,
which is crazy. Speaking of 7th round, why I say this, but they're last. So the Chargers. Oh God, what do Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers need?
I think in the first round they're gonna add an offensive weapon. I think they're gonna add either a tight end, which Loveland makes a lot of sense because Harbaugh coached him. So if Loveland falls to them, I could see them bringing him in because if you think about it, he'll help out in the run game with blocking. He adds another element as a receiver, and he adds an element as a mismatch for the defense to have to D up on him. So he would be a perfect fit for them, and he would open things up for McConkey.
Listen, I hope Jim, don't pick nobody from Ohio State because they already don't like your ass. So they'll leave. They don't like because you go coach the Michigan way. And they ain't trying to hear that shit. Ask Bosa. He left and started talking that shit. But yeah, I like that. That's for the offense. But you don't think they need help on the defense side?
They need a corner because remember, Asante Samuel is still out there as a free agent, so they definitely need a cornerback. Yeah, they need another pass rusher because Bosa's gone, and now you just have Khalil Mack.
They just signed him. They just signed him back, right?
He signed Khalil Mack back, 1 year.
Yeah, I remember when he got drafted. He went to Buffalo. So a hidden drill is always in those MAC conference or Division I AA school. So you never know. I don't know. Harbaugh is kind of a weird coach when he drafts. I mean, you should know that you was 49ers, so you know how he coach or how he drafts. So
drafts players that fit his system, and he drafts players that are tough. He likes tough players.
He's old school.
Exactly.
AFC East. Let's start with the division champ Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo needs a few things. Yeah, Buffalo needs secondary. They tried to bring back the kid White. They tried to bring back White. They got him back on a 1-year deal, but to be honest, he's a little washed. They definitely need a cornerback. I don't know what they're doing with this running back situation because Cook wants a new deal and they ain't budged and gave him one yet.
Give him the fucking money.
I mean, they drafted a receiver last year. He looked okay sometimes, but if you can upgrade the position, I would. I would definitely get another pass rusher because Bosa's not reliable.
That's sad, man. Like when you say Bosa's name, you gotta make sure you say Nick or Joe. used to you say Bosa, that was a guarantee. Like you don't have to say no name, but now you gotta say it because you got Nick, who's elevating.
He ain't reliable. I like their O-line. I like their D-line, except for pass rush, and I like their linebacking core if they can stay healthy. So I think they're pretty much set at most positions.
All right.
I've seen a lot of mocks sending them a D tackle in the first round. A lot of them got our boy Grant going there. A lot of mocks have Grant going to them.
To Buffalo?
Yeah. And put him at Oliver.
All right. How about the Pats?
Patriots, I wouldn't be surprised if they took Genty at 4, but they definitely need a left tackle. They need a left tackle bad.
Whew, that's the blind side. So you gotta.
They need a pass rusher. They need a left tackle. They need a few things. They definitely. I mean, they did some good things in the offseason. But they definitely need a pass rusher. So if Abdul Carter falls to them, they're probably going to take him.
Oh, God.
I could definitely see them taking the best left tackle in the draft because you want to protect your young quarterback. They don't have a run game at all. So I don't know. I said Genty might be a great pick for them because they need
their running back. He did all right for what he
didn't do shit.
He did all right. Come on, man.
Stevenson, he ain't do shit.
You know what he was? I'm gonna say this. He was
good before last, but this season he was fumbling. He got benched maybe 2 or 3 times.
So he only showed out to the games that probably we got 17, probably 4 or 5 games. He showed up.
Yeah. Got benched a few times this year. He fumbled a few times. Shit, he fumbled against us.
I remember the Titan game. He was doing all right in the Titan game.
Some games he played good. Other games
I still, even though I'm saying this, I would draft a running back because of those situations like you just said, fumbling all that stuff. He just first of all he could split time with him, and then if his ass fumbled, he could just sit on the bench and come do cleanup duty. But for the Patriots, man, I mean,
I think they need to take an old tackle because running back you can find that anywhere, and they definitely need receiver help.
I don't even know none of the receivers' names.
Listen, Patriots, come holler at the 49ers. We'll give you Brandon Ayuk. You give us that number 4 pick, and we'll get busy.
This man trying to hustle picks from the freaking Patriots.
Hey, all right, how about this, Patriots? We'll give you the number. You give us that number 4 pick. We'll give you number 11. We'll give you Ayuk. You give us your number 2 pick. So we get number 4, number 2, We get number 4 and your first round pick in the second round. You get Ayuk and the number 11 pick. So you still get your old tackle and you get your number 1 receiver. We just move up a few spots and you give us the second round pick. It's done.
Look at this show. We help you out. I'm just saying.
You got a number 1 receiver that you was already trying to get last year, and you get number 11 pick where you can still get your offensive lineman or your running back, whichever one you really wanted. How you say no to that? Come on, Patriots. Come holler at us.
Mike, he put you on the talk to your GM. He put some good things on the table, Mike.
And they got the money to pay Ayuk, so you might as well. Yeah. You got the
thing. Already. I can say, guaranteed, the Patriots cheap asses got money to spend.
Bro, it works for both sides. We move up to number 4 and possibly get Abdul Carter or Mason Graham. Y'all move back to 11. You get your offensive tackle or your running back, and then you get your number 1 receiver. Everybody's a winner.
I swear to God, if that happens, I'm messing your ass immediately.
I'll sweeten the deal and give you a 3rd round pick with it. I'll give you a 3rd round pick, Ayuk, and the number 11 pick. You give me number 4 in the 2nd round.
Bro, wow. Okay.
2nd round. Give me number 4 and a 3rd round.
Damn. It's on the table. Pages, will you take it?
Just talk to me. We're going to make this work, baby.
Jets. 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 You just got rid of the old your old bitch. You need a new bitch. Who?
Be honest with you, if I'm the Jets and I got the number 7 pick, I would take Shedeur Sanders. Because you only signed homeboy to a 2-year deal. You only signed Fields to a 2-year deal.
Okay.
You can't possibly think Fields is the quarterback of the future. You can't possibly think that. First of all, you didn't pay him enough to make me believe you think that. And second of all, we've seen him play. I say you bring Shedeur in, let him sit behind him, even let him give him some competition. And I don't want Shedeur to go there because I think the Jets would ruin him.
Oh.
If I'm the Jets, I'll take Shedeur at 7, or I'll take the best offensive lineman available.
With the Jets, I think the Jets.
And they need a corner, so they could take one of the top corners.
I'll take a corner. I think a corner.
Baron or Will Johnson at 7. You could take either one of those because Buffalo gonna throw a lot. The Dolphins gonna throw a lot. And
it gives Sauce some hook because they kept Sauce.
They kept Sauce, got torched all year.
Yeah, so
but they lost Reed, who was their best corner last year. So you need to replace Reed. You didn't do that in free agency. So you need to replace Reed. So you could go corner here or in the 2nd round. And like I said, I would draft Shedeur and let him be the quarterback of the future. Let him play this first year. But
you draft Shedeur. The Jets draft Shedeur. I'm putting at the table right now. The Jets draft Shedeur. They got talking rights over the Giants. I'm telling you that shit right now. The Giants, he had a good conversation with the Giants and work out with the Giants, but it didn't say you have to come to the Giants. You go play in the same stadium. You go be, in the same market. And the Jets know how to get more buzz than the Giants these days for some reason. So you take that opportunity, Jets, and you got it. But at the same time, you just got Justin Fields, and you want to get him.
You only give him a 2-year deal. So
I get it, but you're not really leveling up to me.
And then everybody keeps mocking. They keep saying this is where Warren is going. That they really want Warren. A lot of experts are saying that they really love Warren and want Warren. And for some reason, I was hearing Breece Hall is on the market.
Whoa, no.
Which didn't make a lot of sense to me because he's an excellent receiver and running back.
No, because he's like Hall was y'all still in the draft. No one didn't know Hall was gonna be this damn good. Y'all go, man, you got your damn mind. You got your mind, Jets. Speaking, let's go with someone. Let's go to another team that's out their damn mind. The Dolphins.
They need a cornerback. They're gonna need a corner. They need a safety. They could go with one of the top safeties.
They just lost their safety.
You got Starks from Georgia, and you got the kid from South Carolina. I can't pronounce his last name. I just call him E. But you got them two. Those two safeties are studs, and you could take either one of those for them. You can go. There's a few places you can actually go with these guys.
So, are the Dolphins good on offense, or do they need a piece?
They need a lot. They need. Now, granted, you got the tight end played great for them last year. You still got Tyreek. You still got Waddle when Waddle's healthy.
Who was that receiver that came out of nowhere the last 3-4 games?
I don't know.
Nice number.
You got a great running back.
You need two to be fucking healthy. I don't care. He still scares me. One good hit, it still scares me. He refused to wear a safeguard. Dude, they're not trying to make you look stupid. They're trying to protect you because you are their franchise quarterback.
You need to wear two of them.
You need to wear them. Period. And hell, if anything, put his whole body in bubble wrap. I don't give a fuck. He understand you the franchise. You was like a backup bum. I see you already you're not gonna get in the game, but you want to put their money on that bank. It's on you. You don't understand though. Maybe they go fucking quarterback because I don't even know who their backup is.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, what you thinking? All right, next division. Stay on this damn East too long. Let's go with the the new black and blue of the NFL. This damn division, hatred. We was just talking about hatred. It's all around this division.
They can't stand each other.
All around this division. Let's go with the black and gold Steelers. What we got with the Steelers?
They need a quarterback bad, but they need a running back just as bad as they need a quarterback. So this first round, they definitely going either running back or quarterback.
So they're done with Najee Harris?
He's on the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So, wait, what's happened to what's his name? The backup.
Warren is still there, and they got the backup from the Eagles.
Wait.
Gainwell.
Oh, okay. All right, now. So you're talking about Shipley.
Nah, they got Gainwell and they got Warren over there.
So they need one more. They need one more running back.
Starting running back. Neither one of those are starting running backs.
And what quarterback do you think that would fit Tomlin's scheme?
Well, they're in love with Jalen Milroe. So if Shador doesn't fall to them, I could definitely see them taking Jalen Milroe. But the guy, I don't know how they pronounce his name. They keep saying Shough, Shough, Shough. However you put from Louisville, however you pronounce his name, he's played a lot of football, and I think he's ready for the pros. So I could see him getting on the team and starting. I don't know how successful he'll be, but I could see a team taking a chance on him.
Okay. Cincinnati's on the block.
They need everything outside of quarterback and receiver.
I mean, goddamn, they paid their number 1A and 1B. If I got to repeat what Chase said.
Everything outside of quarterback and receiver. They need offensive line. They need running. Well, I like Chase at running back. I like Chase. They need offensive line. They need backup running back. They need defensive line. Because I think they're going to end up trading Erickson on the night.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's like they haven't re-signed with a new contract.
Not even negotiating with him.
The guy that was defense that led the league in sacks.
Yeah, he had 35 sacks in the last 2 years.
Come on, bro. Come on, make that make sense.
He's the only defensive player you have.
Y'all can score all day. Y'all defense can't stop a cold. So, hey, yeah, y'all need to work on that and pay that man his money. Because if y'all let him go, then y'all gonna be just doing some matting on rookie level shit.
They need everything outside of quarterback and wide receiver. So I don't know where they're going. They can go everywhere.
And you won't be surprised about it.
I don't even think they got a bunch of picks. I think they only got like 6 picks.
Well, they better make the best of it. Let's talk about their neighbors, Cleveland Browns.
Everybody's sounding like they're going Travis Hunter.
I see that, but
they're not going to play him at corner, even though they're saying that they would let him play anywhere he wants. But they're not going to play him at corner because they have too many corners right now, to the point where most teams are trying to get them to trade one of their corners, like Newsome or Ward. Like, they got too many corners right now. So you're really not going to play him at corner because you don't need him at corner. And I could see him being their number 1 or number 2 receiver because you really only got Jerry Jeudy. And then you got a tight end. But outside of that, you don't have anybody that you got to be afraid of. So I could see them playing him at wide receiver, but I just don't. I mean, you're taking Travis Hunter because of the athlete he is.
Right.
But I don't know. This ain't college. I don't know if he's going to take over a game in the NFL.
If you play him at quarterback, I got a real bad feeling about who is going to be passing him the ball. You got was it Pickett?
Receiver, they don't got no who bought back? I think they bought back Joe Flacco, didn't they?
Yeah. They signed him to a 1-year deal.
Kenny Pickett.
You got Pickett, and then you got dude that was with I think he was with the forgot. I think he was with Green Bay, I think. Or he was with somebody. I don't know where. I forgot. So my mind just fucking went blank. But that's what I'm worried about. Who gonna throw the ball if he gets drafted there? Because y'all had great receivers in the past 7-8 years and didn't do shit with them. I had Laundry, y'all had a healthy OBJ, y'all still got homeboy out just talking about earlier that came from Denver.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy had a first.
Right. So it's about who will pass the ball.
They're either going Hunter or they're going Abdul.
They go Abdullah. That's scary.
Yeah.
With a high paid Myles Garrett. Ooh, damn. I like that, but then you got to worry about the Ravens. What's up with the Ravens?
Well, we know they ain't going receiver. We know that. They might go cornerback because their corners was getting torched last year. Their corners got corner. They might go corner. They don't need a running back. They could go tight end, even though they got Likely. They could go tight end because, from what I'm hearing, they might trade your boy or cut him.
I read it will keep his head up if you just trade him. Don't cut him, because then you're gonna make it like it's his fault, which it is. Oh, they lost that playoff game. It was, but it fucked up the confidence. You know,
they
so
give up them 2 interceptions, they would have won that game because both of those interceptions points.
It's a lot of people you point at. You know, he's one
points. You take them 14 points off the board, and they would have won that game. So you can't blame him for that.
I blame him for one play. I say it's a whole bunch of people you point at, but I blame him for one. I don't think he's part of it.
I don't think they're gonna go receiver, which I would, because you got Golden, you got some receivers at the top that I would probably draft if I was them. But I don't see, now that they signed Hopkins, I don't see them going receiver. I think they think that they did a good job with that signing, even though he's washed up and not.
I still go receiver.
You and I would, because it makes sense, but according to them, they just like getting these bottom of the barrel guys and hope it works out because they got Lamar.
Well, y'all better do something because Lamar, I'm telling you, I think I said it to you too. I think his window is closing very, very slowly.
Open. I don't think his window ever opened. I think their best shot was year before last when they Chiefs and went to the AFC Championship and lost to the Chiefs. I think that was their best shot ever because the way that defense played was insane. And then you look at the defensive coordinator now; he's the coach somewhere else, so the defense don't look the same. You lost some players, like they had their chance. That was the best year. Lamar was balling, the defense was balling. Then they went to the AFC Championship and forgot how to play football.
AFC West. Oh no, South. South. I don't know why I said West. South.
Jaguars need a bunch of shit because they let a bunch of people go. You let Ingram go. You let your receivers go. They need a bunch of shit. They need a pass rush. They need D-line. They need tight end.
So this is rebuilding for the Jaguars.
I think they consider it more retooling. I think most teams, when they have their quarterback already and they have a handful of pieces, they don't consider it a rebuild because I think they got one good corner. You got a stud wide receiver that you just drafted. You got a quarterback that you just paid. You got a defensive end that you just paid. So they got a.
What that running back? They got?
ETN. I don't know what they.
No, not ETN. I think his backup. His backup is all right.
Starts with a B. No, he's on Tampa, but it does start with a B. I just can't think of it offhand. But he's okay. He's not great, but he's okay.
So I mean, so you said they're street running back.
I don't see them going running back in the first round, especially since it's so deep. But I could see them going O-line. I could see them going D-line. A lot of mocks have them taking Mason Graham for 5. Yeah, a lot.
Nice. Let's talk Indianapolis.
They really want a tight end. Every mock has them taking a tight end.
So, by them taking a tight end, with that, I mean, first of all, let me talk about Richardson for a minute. Richardson, I think he needs a confidence booster.
No, he needs somebody in his corner to put their foot in his ass and make him stop doing dumb shit and take things more seriously. You in the NFL, bro, you tap yourself out of a game. Like, who does that? You're the coach.
Bro, we're still bringing it up because that showed your character. He's gonna be stuck with you.
It never happened. A quarterback tap himself out of a game and say he was tired. Like what? Well, you gotta
get hurt. You gotta get hurt, put out on a stretcher. I've seen quarterbacks with one leg finish the game. crashed his whole line to pick him up to the fucking line and still went. We saw Matthew Stafford throw a game-winning touchdown with a fucked up shoulder. Come on, bro.
He would have never played another game for me after he did that. He'd have never played me after he did.
When you said that, I picture Mike Singletary.
Your team can't trust you after that. Like, your teammates ain't riding for you after that. I don't give a fuck if we getting blown out by 50. You don't tap yourself out of no game. We out here. We not tapping out. You come and fight with us. You supposed to be our leader. He needs to grow up. He needs more maturity.
And remember, and I'm while we still talking about that, I'm talking about what you said. It was your rookie year, and you said, "Oh, the NFL, this is easy." No, you didn't show that. You didn't show
you tapping yourself out. Shit, let them drive Shador and then send him.
Ooh.
They need.
He got Shador. He's gonna be so butthurt about it.
Did it too.
I mean, well, I for the Colts, you said tight end. They're good on defense.
Everybody's saying they're taking a tight end.
So we won't be surprised about that, but they need a defense.
They need a line though, because two of their starters went to the Bears. I mean, went to the Vikings. Two of their starters went to the Vikings, so they need an O-line.
You sure that one? I thought one went to the.
Two of them went to the Vikings.
Oh, that was a Falcon.
So yeah, the Falcon center went to the Bears, but their center and I want to say the right guard or left guard both went to the Vikings.
And I know what's name is pissed. Their running back, the close running back, because he was close to the line. That line opened some holes for him.
Remember, they drafted all them boys after Andrew Luck. They always had a good O-line. So they definitely use an O-line, but they've really been talking about tight end in the first round.
All right. How about those Titans?
Well, everybody know the Titans are going Cam Ward. Like, that's not even a discussion.
If they get, oh my goodness.
That they're taking Cam Ward.
I mean, that'd be good for them because their quarterback play. Levi,
they trying to figure out where to trade Levis to. I never liked him. He was he's a fake gunslinger.
I think he just
he's a fake gun.
He just throw him up and pray. Sometimes he gets. Sometimes it was. I mean, it's one play. I think I even put on my YouTube. He just threw it up there. Even the guy that caught the ball was like.
He has a nice deep pass sometimes, but for the most part, his decision-making has been horrible since college.
He's not good on the slants.
Yeah,
slant throws, the five and out throws.
So, he just messed it all up.
Well, that quarterback, they probably need line.
They need everything.
For Titans. Last but not least, those Texans.
They're a strange one.
That's crazy. That's why I looked at you like, what do they need? Or they probably just need some fucking confidence in themselves.
I think they would probably go receiver, even though they traded for they traded Christian Kirk. They got Nico Collins. You hoping Tank Dell comes back off an injury. But I think they would probably still go receiver because think about it. They got a tight end that they paid a bunch of money to from the Cowboys. You got probably one of the best pass rush tandems in the NFL with your two pass rushers, Danielle Hunter and Anderson. They got a monster at linebacker. I just can't think of his name. You just gave Stingley the bag. You drafted another corner that balled out for his rookie season. You gave Petrie the bag at safety. Like, where would they possibly? Oh, they got to go left tackle. They just traded Tunsil.
Okay. See, we talked this shit out and we found it. We found a spot.
Gotta go left tackle because they just traded Laramie Tunsil.
All right, there you go. We just did the draft because guess what we have next fucking week?
Juan Soto has stunk to start his Mets career. I never thought I would be at this point with Juan Soto, a guy who bad.
We got the draft next week. Damn it! It starts on Thursday. So this is. I'm glad we up here. We're gonna say this shit live. I got a new schedule. I just started a new job, but no, we're gonna be live next week. We're gonna be live next week. We're gonna talk about the first round of the draft, which is on Thursday. I think the second and third is Friday.
Yeah,
I go second and third is Friday. Then
7:00 instead of 8. I think the Friday one starts at 7 instead of 8. I'm not sure.
All right, so we're gonna get ready for that. Of course, we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. Any news sports related, we definitely gonna talk about that because I know it's gonna be some more shit coming out the NBA, firings and all that other shit.
The NFL's gonna be spicy, and you got certain teams that's good for trading players on draft night. Cause remember, that's how we got Trent Williams. We gave up.
I am gonna fucking freak. We might have to. Me and you gonna have to go back and forth on Thursday because this gonna be some fire shit happening on Thursday. But Friday is we gonna talk about the winners and losers of the draft.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Oh yes, sir. So before we go, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I can't wait till Thursday.
This man sat back. He said, I can't wait. Hold up, bro. I like that shirt.
Yes, sir. I've been waiting for Thursday for so long.
This gonna be fucking possibly one of the most talked about drafts, especially we've been talking about this Shedeur Ward Dart.
This is the first time in years every team has their own first round pick. It's been a while since every team has had their first round pick.
No trade? Well, as of right now. As of right now.
I can see Washington trading out of the first round because Washington, they have 4 picks. It's either 4 or 5 picks this whole draft. They need more picks.
Washington. I don't know why. I'm more looking at Washington instead of Philly these days. Even though Philly just won the Super Bowl, Washington, like that's the team of the future right now.
Looks like they're gonna be trouble.
Oh God! And I got to do it twice.
They went to the NFC Championship game in their first year with their quarterback.
First rookie to take this team to the NFC Championship game.
No O-line, no defense, 1 stud receiver.
At this time, 1 stud. Now they got 2. And a running back.
I think they're going to definitely pick up a stud running back, but they pretty much just need O-line and defense. They need defense.
Scary. My father is happy.
Whoever trades for Jalen Ramsey is going to be a winner because the Miami has to pay his salary. So whoever picks him up is only paying $5 million of his salary.
Oh shit, we forgot to bring that up. Holy shit! Before we get the fuck out of here, Ramsey is asking for a trade.
He didn't ask for one. The team came to him and told him that they want to go in a different direction. He agreed. So they came to a mutual agreement that they would seek a trade and try not to send him to a trash team. But
so which team will be a perfect fit?
He would be a perfect fit on a lot of teams for 1 year. Because you think about it, you really only care about that 1 year. You're only paying him $5 million for this 1 year. Shit, the Niners could go after him for 1 year.
I mean, think about that 1 year he did with the Rams.
If he has one good year and shut down one side of the field.
Yeah, I could see if you talking about a contender. If you go to a contender, you gotta look at least the teams that made to the division round and the conference championship. If it's not the Eagles, if you're not,
I could see the Ravens trying to get him. I could see the Chiefs trying to get him. I could see the Niners trying to get him. I could see the Packers trying to get him. It's a bunch. I could see the Rams bring him back. The Rams need a secondary.
I would say he could go. He want to go somewhere where it's warm. He's a Florida boy. He ain't trying to fly out cold. So we just wait and see. We're gonna keep an eye on Ramsey. We're gonna keep an eye on this NFL draft. Keep an eye on these playoff games. And if you are a hockey fan, there's the NHL playoffs starting. So it's a lot of playoff going on here. So
we're gonna be lit.
Yes, sir. That's my brother, D Money. He's already excited. He can't wait to Thursday. He's licking his chops. We're gonna be back here next Friday. We're gonna talk about winners and losers of the draft because it's gonna be fucking fire. So, my boy, we're gonna be talking this week.
You know I'm gonna hit you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right, man. Peace. And we are out of here.